Hello and welcome everyone to the 2020 Galactic Pod Racing Circuit. I'm Mikey Berger and we are continuing with our round robin matches today. We're going to be featuring Speedrun and Nfro, who played yesterday. A little bit of a rough match, so he will no doubt want to be trying to prove something today. But yeah, we'll be getting started very shortly. So yeah, our first track is going to be AQC, which should be starting shortly. All right, so we've been given a countdown. Jumping straight into it here, just getting this stream synced up. Looks like we've got quite a delay. Okay, Cylinder is... Okay, I'm presuming that that's not his run there. Okay, there we go. Okay, so the streams are now synced, and to see how they get on with this first race. So looking clean so far, very similar strategy with the boost. Cylinder just losing it slightly there, just catching the wall, just can cancel the boost. A little bit suboptimal. So yeah, looking like Nfro is currently ahead because he has more boost that he can use later in the race. So we have a nice figure 8 section from both players with a 1 second difference on the clock. So Nfro currently has the advantage. Cylinder riding the wall on the right there just to try and hold the boost for that section. But yeah, no shenanigans so far. Yeah, so Podracer was again one of the most popular tracks that we played last year. It was picked almost exclusively for the first race as being the amateur circuit. And a 52 for Nfro and a 53, so it looks like that's going to maintain. So it looks like Cylinder needs a death from Nfro to win this race. It doesn't seem that he has the pace that he can match Nfro here. Final sectors coming up for Nfro. Cylinder looks like he could didn't quite get as much as he could have done out of that last sector. That's going to cost him some time, but Nfro is looks like going to win anyway with a 2:39.36. Very nice time. That's 1-0 to Nfro. All right. So, finishing with our first track, we are now going to do the permanent bans from both players. Okay, so we're seeing Gauntlet banned by Cylinder and Grabvine Gateway from Nfro, Ando Prime Centrum from Cylinder, and Fire Mountain Rally from Nfro, which I believe are the same bans he used in his match yesterday. So it seems that Nfro doesn't like these Burunda tracks. Okay, so as the loser, Cylinder will be banning a pod, and we'll get to see where he will be taking us. So we're seeing a Mars Guo banned as the pod. Okay, and Inferno, temporary ban from Nfro. And we're going to Bumpy's Breakers. So more than likely we'll be seeing Ben on this track. All right, so we're just going to wait till the stream catches up, and then we'll be giving the countdown. So it looks like Nfro's ready. Looks like he's trying to decide which pod to use here. Okay, great. So our players are ready, and we'll be giving the countdown now. And this race should be starting in just a few seconds. Okay, great, and we're off. So, interesting technical track, this one. There's no forces here. So we're just going to see how they got on here. So, nice long straight, which goes into a very twisty technical section. And then which shares with some of the sections of Sunken City, which we will see a little bit later on the track. And we've already seen a death from Nfro, so not going to be too happy about that, I think. It's very hard to not underheat the pod through this section as well. That's an additional thing to bear in mind here. It looks like Cylinder's going to maintain his advantage. So it looks like about 3.5 second lead right now for Nfro. Going up to the complicated section here, tricky section. Cylinder going for the slightly safer line, a little bit slower, but Nfro with another death. Cylinder with a very aggressive line to that corner, almost catching, and Nfro with another death. Very surprising. I think that corner can be very unforgiving, and in practice, when I've been doing it, I've been caught out a lot of times there. So 140 for Cylinder. But yeah, that's quite a significant advantage now. So Cylinder placed in 10th place in the qualifying and Nfro in 7th. So Nfro probably will be looking to get 4th place in this group now. Again, that 4th place spot very crucial for the later rounds because those positions will be going to the winner's bracket. We go to the elimination phase. But Cylinder looking very, I was about to say very, very solid. Yeah, this is Star Wars Racer, so again opting for that slightly safer route. And Nfro again with another pretty brutal time here. Really needs to try and just calm down and just try and tidy up his lines a little bit for the last lap. Yeah, I suspect Cylinder has practiced this track a little bit. It looks like he's doing a very decent job here. I think he's only had 1 death so far, if I've noticed that correctly. In a nice corner for Cylinder. So yes, on this track we see on the 3rd lap that we have a section of the track that just seems to get randomly removed, and we end up with like a small jump, although it doesn't seem to cause either of them any problems. Again, Cylinder coming up again to this tight shortcut. I assume he's going to do the same thing again, which has worked well for him so far. Very close there. Yeah, very unfortunate for Nfro. It looks like he's just... I can't really explain why he's struggling so much at the moment. Perhaps he's got his setup slightly wrong, it's possible. So we see a 5:01 for Cylinder with a win, so we're 1-1. Alright, so you're seeing Bullseye Band and a Bunter Classic ban, temporary ban from Cylinder. And he's picking the Bunter training course. And I'm presuming that he doesn't want any forces with this. No, so we're not going to be seeing any forces. So we're just seeing Bullseye's pod band. Yeah, so Nfro's actually saying in chat, yeah, he had his traction incorrect, which is what I suspected, which explains why he was struggling with some of the handling in the corners. All right, and countdown has been given, which means that the race should be starting in about 20 seconds. Yeah, we saw yesterday actually in Nfro versus Metallica's match. We saw Metallica picking the Bunter training course with skips, where he did a very nice job there. Just a little bit of trouble on the second lap. Yeah, Cylinder is definitely looking like he's made some good progress here, and very nice first that time from Nfro. Nfro did a very decent job here in one of his earlier matches, if I can remember which one it was. I believe it was against Kingbean Dip, and I think he did a 36.4, so we'll see how he gets on here. I would think he's probably favourite to win this race. Yeah, Cylinder just crashing into a rock there, which is a little bit rough for this track. This is a track we didn't see very much last year as well, despite it being one of the easiest tracks. Last straight for Nfro. Looks like he's going to get a very nice finish as well, with a very strong time. Another 36 there and a 40.8 Cylinder. So it's 2-1 to Nfro. So we're going to be seeing Cylinder's pick this time. And we're seeing a bend ban for the first time in this match. Executioner is a temporary ban from Nfro. Malstair 100 is the track. No forces here. So we've got a few pods you could consider, for example, Bowls Raw, Mahonic, and Mars Guo. Yeah, so we haven't seen any forces used yet by either player.
You come back, huh? Flippaniaga!
So we're just seeing a little bit of in shop here with Nfro, just optimizing his traction. So this is a track where low traction is definitely helpful, so he'll be doing that. Looks like Cylinder is ready. Yeah, so Cylinder looks like he's most comfortable here with Bullseye, and then Nfro going with Bowls. Yeah, Nfro did a very nice time yesterday on this track with Ben. He got a 146.8, so we'll have to see how he handles Bowls in this race. The countdown has been given, so we should be starting any second. Looks like Nfro missed the boosts there, which is quite important at the start of the race. I think probably with the Bowls' higher speed, he will catch up. Just get enough to get over the jump. Now into this infamous hairpin, where he lost a little bit of speed on the exit there, very, very tight. You can see he has a slight lead at the moment. Got an engine 5 cylinder, which he's managed to sort out without any problems. Oof, and a rough, just kept clipping the apex of the corner from Nfro, threw him into the wall. But a death from Cylinder, so that's not going to matter. Here he gets on this time. Corner, a little bit better. He's taking some damage. It's one of those tracks that really does a lot of damage to the left engine and can cause some problems on future laps. Yeah, so final corner coming up. He won't have too much damage, should be able to make this. Just needs to repair slightly, which he does. Good, and a 54.02, which is very reasonable, and a 201. From Cylinder. All right, so 3-1 to Nfro, which means that Metallica will be picking, Cylinder, Cylinder will be picking our next track. Metallica isn't in this race. And we're seeing another Ben ban and Executioner again, so we're seeing the same things as previously, but where are we going? See what Cylinder has in mind for this next race. He's having a bit of a think about this one. I think he wants to pick something he's familiar with, and he's gone with Death Row's Revenge, which we've also seen quite a lot recently. And again, we're not seeing any forces here. We're just seeing Ben's pod banned.
You'll not find a better deal anywhere, I think, huh?
Okay, it looks like Nfro is just going to briefly do a little bit of adjustments to his pod setup here. Doesn't want a repeat of Bumpy's breakers. Yeah, when traction's changed, it really does affect the handling, so it can really catch you off guard if it's not what you expect. So we're seeing, I believe, oh no, it's not our first mirror of the tournament. We saw that with Bumpy's. We're going to be seeing some bowls here. So can Cylinder win again with one of his picks? We will have to see. And they're off. Slightly rough start for Cylinder, but he's looking okay. Nfro did a slightly better job off the line there. As we see Cylinder underheating a bit, which is going to be harmful to his time. Nfro is given a slight lead. See both players opting to go underneath instead of on top of the ramp. Oh, and that was quite scary, going for the long jump there from Cylinder, but that was very, very close, way too close for comfort. Yeah, catching the side of the wall. So when the pod takes an impact, the boost gets cancelled automatically. So, and it can also cause you to lose some control of the pod as well. It's unexpected. It's something you have to be very careful of. Again, Nfro playing it pretty safe here. I think Cylinder as well, a little bit safer this time. Oh, but a death from Nfro, which could make all the difference with this track. And actually, I think Cylinder is now ahead. This is very, very close. Oh well, that's a very unfortunate death for Cylinder. That was looking, unless, well, I don't want to, I don't want to say too much here, but it looks like Nfro is going to finish with a nice out of bounds ending, and another unfortunate death for Cylinder. So this will be match point now for Nfro. All right, so we're seeing Bowls ban this time. And once again, Executioner from Nfro. So this is match point for Nfro. So Cylinder needs to try and pick something that he knows he has a good chance of winning, which is and we're going to Sebulba's Legacy. Yeah, I believe the score, by the way, is 4-1 at the moment. I don't think the score on screen is currently correct, just for anybody watching. And once again, no forces here, so we haven't seen any forces so far from either player.
Change your mind.
So it looks like Cylinder going with Ben. Nfro, once again, just doing a few minor adjustments to his setup for this track. So match point for Nfro. And the countdown's been given, so we should be starting in just a second. So it's been the second Malstair track we're seeing in this match. I think we saw all three in a match earlier this week. Nfro holding that boost through there, which is quite a tricky section, and this very dangerous ramp that has caught SpeedRun out actually quite badly. Yeah, very dangerous section of the track. And Nfro coming through with a 41. Oh, and very rough death from SpeedRun there. Just not exactly sure what caused that. It's quite an unusual place to see a death. Nfro didn't quite make it through that section this time. It's definitely one of those tracks that can catch you out if you're not experienced with it. Oh, and Nfro falling off the top section of the track there. Been forced onto the alternative route, which comes out just before the line. It's just a little bit suboptimal. But he has a very strong advantage here, so it's going to be difficult still to catch up without a death from Nfro. Comes to the line. And a 2:10.71. So GG's to Nfro. We'll see if we can get our players in for a quick discussion. Just going to invite the players in now.
Ah.
And there's Nfro and SpeedRun. Hello.
Hey
there.
So Nfro, slightly rough start to that match.
Bumpy's full track is not one of mine.
Yeah, I suspected you had an issue with the setup just based on the way you were doing some of those corners. I felt something was wrong there.
Yeah, I forgot to change my traction. I've been practicing. I've been actually grinding out Bunta training course a little bit before the match.
Yeah, which I believe you picked.
Yeah.
Did you not?
Actually was a little messy there. I bonked the starting line lap 2, lost almost a full second.
There's Nfro and SpeedRun. Yeah. Hello.
Hey there.
Well, GG's on the win.
Thank you.
So Nfro, yeah, and well done. There's some obviously your Bumpy's breakers was very good actually.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Actually, I was feeling really good on the first 2 or 3 tracks, and then there's something weird that always happened on my game. I call it keyboard bugs, and it's like if someone steered the pod at a random direction any moment. The people that are used to watch me streaming when I speedrun, they know it's a run breaker, and I add a lot tonight, especially on death throws and on this last one. And unfortunately, I lost most of my focus on this last race, so I couldn't get it Nfro was
then,
too strong for me
there's
tonight.
something weird that always happened on
But
my game.
I mean,
I call
you know,
it
great having one
keyboard
win at the
bugs,
very
and
least. I
it's
mean, you know,
like
it's not
if
quite as bad
someone
as
steered the
being
pod
beaten
at a
5-0. So
random direction.
Yeah,
Any moment.
I
The
expected
people
5-0
that are
actually.
used to watch me streaming when I
You've been
speedrun, they
improving
know
really
it's a
fast.
run breaker.
Like,
And I add a lot
it's not a
tonight,
surprise at all
especially
that you were able
on
to take.
these
You were able to
bows
take
and
one. You
on
probably
this
could have
last one.
taken some more. You just
Unfortunately,
your
I
last
lost
3 picks
most of my focus
were
on.
all tracks that I've practiced heavily.
All right. Actually, when you asked me if banning Mars was a strategy, actually, I don't have any strategy at all. It's just, pinking and banning random racers.
Yeah. Oh, you wound up with M100 that I have a very low 146 for my PB.
Mm-hmm.
Death Rose, where I've got a high 208.
Okay.
And Sebulba's Legacy, where I've got like a 155, which isn't great, but it's practiced.
So yeah, that's the kind of tracks you are really solid on.
Yeah, you just got, if you're picking
Okay.
randomly, you just got very unlucky.
I think I did. But anyway, it was fun. It's always an opportunity to practice and to learn some way more. And most of the time, I get one PB on the circuit, so it means that the tournament pace is good for me.
Yeah.
So yeah.
There's no better motivator to just start grinding individual tracks than direct competition.
Yes, indeed. Yeah. So yeah, it was fun. It was fun.
So Nfro, you don't like Burunda tracks, it seems.
No, I have never liked Baru Coast and Inferno are fine. I just don't like Fire Mountain Rally and Grabvine Gateway very much.
Yeah, I believe, didn't you ban those yesterday as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the day before. And the day before that.
Looks like a pattern.
Well, I didn't ban FMR.
Aha, maybe.
I might leave them open in a match I'm confident in just so you can all laugh at me being bad at them.
I'm sure you're not that bad at them.
I'm sketchy on Grabvine.
Yeah, Grabvine's a fun track.
That's a word.
If you can call it fun.
We got 2 different definitions of the word fun.
Yeah.
I believe. But anyway, yeah, I guess.
Yeah,
I'm not that fond of the Burunda tracks neither, so
yeah.
It was a good band.
We should probably wrap it up, hand the channel back off to SpeedGaming. Sure, they've got other stuff coming up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you very much, players, for a very excellent match.
Thank you.
Join us more for some more pod racing shortly. We have quite a tight schedule coming up. I'm just going to check the schedule now to see what we have. So, actually, my match against King Bean Dip is on the 24th at 2 p.m. EDT.
That's the next one. Yep.
Yeah, and then we
I'm
have
commentating that one. Should be a good one. That's a rematch of our grand finals from last year, for anybody new.
Yeah, we also have Bellius versus That's No Good and Madius versus King Bean Dip all on the same day. So, yeah, stay tuned in if you want to see some more pod racing. Thank you to SpeedGaming and to everyone in chat as well who's enjoyed watching the match today. And once again, well done to our runners, and we'll see you again soon.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. Have a nice day, everyone.
Thanks for having us.